Rhode Island, Route 6. Every year, there are more than 6 million crashes on America's highways. Bad driving habits may have something to do with it, but poor road conditions are a major contributing factor. And Police Chief Donald Cattell has seen more than his fair share of the price some drivers have had to pay on notorious Route 6, Rhode Island's dangerous highway.
I've spent 25 years as a road trooper, patrolling all the highways, and I've been on every road in the state of Rhode Island.
Pull you over. You know, you're going a little too fast back there. Do you have your driver's license?
I'll tell you one thing. When you have an accident on Route 6, most of the time it ain't a fender bender. Most of the time it's serious injuries.
In the last 10 years, Rhode Island has seen 700 serious accidents on a stretch of road that's just 3 miles long.
Here we are right here. We're in Connecticut right now. And what you're going to see a center strip, you're going to see a breakdown lane, you're going to see guardrails, you don't see telephone poles all over the place, you see the lights up here. Safe road. But within a couple of seconds, we're going to hit Foster, Rhode Island. Let's take a look at the telephone poles. The telephone poles are where the breakdown lane should be. There's no lights on the road. There's no medium center strip to prevent head-on collisions. The road is outdated. It's been promised to be fixed since the early 1950s, but it's still here. And nothing's been done, but the accidents keep increasing, and it's just a haven for traffic accidents. That's why everybody around here calls it Suicide 6.
Respond to Route 6, the bottom of Dolly Cold Hill. Report of a motor vehicle accident or no non-injuries at this time.
Just had a report of an accident on Route 6 in Foster. We're approaching it now. We'll see what we got, see how bad it is. Let's hope it's not a bad accident. Don't look that bad at all. I think we're lucky on this one. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Anybody hurt?
No.
No? Not that bad. Shaken up. How are you?
Good.
Well, another accident on Route 6, huh? Remember the last one that she was involved in up at Route 6 and 94? You remember that one? Yeah. How you doing, Claire? Are you sure she's all right?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. Check her, Eric. Hey, Mike. Come over here.
That's a bumper right there off of the other car.
That's this bumper belongs on the other car, right? As you can see, it was quite a hit. That bumper right there belongs on the other vehicle that was in collision with it. So, and as you can see, very fortunate the gas tank didn't explode with this type of an accident. You know? Just another normal day out here on Route 6. Hang around long enough, there'll probably be another one.
Mike Coggleshaw has been in the repair and towing business since 1980 and has dealt with more than 1,000 wrecks. Each year, as many as 150 vehicles end up as junk in his scrapyard, most of them victims of Route 6.
I've seen head-on collisions. I've seen head-on with motorcycle and car. I've seen rollovers. We had one out here one night. There was a car and a motorcycle head-on. They both caught fire. And unfortunately, the guy's leg was cut off and it was thrown in the woods. I mean, that's probably one of the worst ones I've seen.
I think Route 6 is so dangerous primarily because of the sight distance. When you're pulling in and out of locations you can't see, you only have a few seconds to make that turn, and if the car coming at you is going at the right speed, when you make that turn, you're hit. You're in an accident. Here we are right here. We're going to pull into this doctor's office in this mall here, and you got cars that are coming over that hill. Now, when you're going to pull in here, you got to be sure that the timing is right. By the time you see the headlights, if I'm making my turn, look at, he's on top of us. You probably got a couple of seconds to make this turn, or you're in serious trouble. You got an accident. So what it boils down to is sight distance. Terrible, right? You can't see what's coming at you. 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. You got about 2 seconds to make it out of here. And if you don't, you're gonna get whacked.
Even though this veteran patrolman has seen it all in his long career, he still gets affected by what he knows he's almost certainly going to find.
Some of the worst things that I saw while I was a state trooper was fatal accidents. I handled an accident once. It was a head-on collision, and one of the cars was crushed. So I went to the driver of the vehicle, and he was dead. I went to the passenger side, and his wife, she was dead. So I had to go in the back of the car on the floor to make sure that, you know, there was nobody else in the car. And I found baby shoes. So that's when I realized that there was a child going to grow up without a mother and a father. I think the worst accident that one of the worst that I've seen out there would probably be Seth Goldfein's accident.
Student Seth Goldfein was just 22 when he met his death on Route 6 while driving from his parents' house in Cranston. It's a day his mother, Marcia, will never forget.
My last moments with Seth were standing in my kitchen. He put his arms around me, gave me a hug, a kiss, and said, "I love you, Mom. I'll see you Monday." And that's my happiest memory. And then he got in his car. I said goodbye again, and I said, "Take 95," and he said, "No, I'll be fine on Route 6. I drive it all the time." The next time I saw him, he was in the morgue.
Someone backed out into the path of Seth Goldfein's car. He swerved to miss him, went across the highway, and collided with a car traveling eastbound. It was hit by a Cadillac, a heavy car, and it crushed him and his skull and everything. The whole side of the car was pushed right into the driver's seat on that side, was pushed right over into him. And I knew he was dead. I can tell you one thing, Seth Goldfein was not speeding, because I was on patrol that day and he passed me. And if he was speeding, I would have noticed it, but I didn't see anyone speeding.
They said to me, "There's been an accident." And I said, "Seth?" And they said, "Yes." I said, "What hospital?" They said, "He's not in a hospital." And I went down, I said, "He's dead." And I knew he was dead. It was my baby.
Tragically, Seth is not alone. Road accidents are the biggest cause of death for Americans aged between 4 and 33. But there's another nightmare on the highway: congestion.